Good morning, my friends. Are you ready for some story time? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face is gonna show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, pat your knees. If you're happy and you know it, pat your knees. If you're happy and you know it, then your face is gonna show it. If you're happy and you know it, pat your knees. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, then your face is gonna show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. Let's do open them, shut them, and then we'll have our story. Open them, shut them, shut them, give a little clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them right up to your chin. Open wide your smiling mouth, but do not let them in. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them past your cheeks and chin. Open wide your smiling eyes, peeking in, boom. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them right down to your toes. Let them fly up in the air and bop you on the nose. Open, shut them, give a little clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap. Our first book today is Rain. It was hot. Everything was hot and dry. The red soil was hot and dry and cracked, just like here in Texas. A porcupine sniffed around. "It's time," she whispered. "The rain is coming. I can smell it. I must tell the zebras." Lightning flashed. "The rain is coming," said the zebras. "Porcupine can smell it. We can see it. We must tell the baboons." Thunder boomed. "The rain is coming," cried the baboons. "Porcupine can smell it. The zebras can see it. We can hear it. We must tell the rhino." A raindrop splashed. "The rain is here," said the rhino. "Porcupine can smell it. The zebras can see it. The baboons can hear it. And I felt it. I must tell the lion." The lion spoke in a deep purr. "Yes, the rain is here. I can smell it. I can see it. I can hear it. I can feel it." And he sighed, "I can taste it." It rained and it rained and it rained. It rained until every river gushed and gurgled. It rained until every water hole was full. When the rain stopped and everything was long, feathery grasses grew from the soil. Every tree began to sprout fresh green leaves. "I can't taste the rain now," purred the lion, "but I can enjoy the shade of these big green leaves." "I can't feel the rain now," said the rhino, "but I can lie in the cool, soft, squelchy mud." "We can't hear the rain now," shouted the baboons, "but we can eat fresh, juicy fruit from the trees." I love these illustrations. "We can't see the rain now," said the zebras, "but we can have a fresh, refreshing drink from the water hole." "I can't smell the rain now," whispered the porcupine, "but I know that it will come back again when it's time." The sun shone over the plain. It was hot. Everything was drying out. The red soil was hot and dry. A tiny crack appeared, and it starts all over again. The end. Let's do one more book, okay? This one's one of my favorites, Jungle Drums. The Green Face. This is Ngiri Ngumbo. Small, isn't he? He's the smallest warthog in all of Africa. These are the bigger warthogs. They tease Ngiri about being so small, but that's only because they're jealous of the other animals who live across the river, with their stunning spots and striking stripes, impressive horns and curly trunks, graceful necks and gorgeous plumage. Here are the other animals who live across the river. Aren't they gorgeous? Every year the other animals hold a grand parade with prizes for the most beautiful. The warthogs don't even bother entering. Mud wrestling is not on the program. Tired of being teased, Ngiri heads across the river to play with the other animals. They're arguing amongst themselves about who's the most beautiful. They turn and stare at Ngiri. No spots, laughed Chewy the leopard. No stripes, whinnies Pundamilla the zebra. Look at those silly little horns, snorts Cafaro the rhino. He hasn't even got a trunk, trumpets Timbo the elephant, or a neck, scoffs Twigga the giraffe. Isn't he just the ugliest thing you've ever seen, says Nedge the crested crane, and so small, and they all laugh out loud. Nagiri heads for home. He is not happy. On the way, he meets Nagumbu, the wildebeest, the oldest and wisest animal in the jungle. I hate being so small, he tells her. Everyone teases me. Oh, Nagumbu gets out a little set of bongos. These are very magic drums, she said. If you play them, they will give you whatever you wish for. Do you want them? Oh, yes, said Nagiri, I do. And he takes the drums and eager hoofs. Now Nagumbu has a twinkle in her eye. Just remember, she said, wishes can come true, but not always as you expect. And she gently fades into the bushes. And the sound of jungle drums thrums through the night. Boom, 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 boom. But in the morning, despite all his wishing, little Nagiri is exactly the same. But he hears a commotion in the jungle. The other animals have woken to find their stunning spots and striking stripes, impressive horns, curly trunks, graceful necks, and gorgeous plumage have all disappeared. And they are very upset about it. The warthogs, meanwhile, have woken up with stunning spots and striking stripes, impressive horns and curly trunks, graceful necks, and gorgeous plumage, and they think they look fabulous. Here's Nagiri and Nagumbu, they said, as he trots up, small as ever and oh so plain. But we are just like the other animals now, and we're going to enter the grand parade and teach them a lesson in jungle style. When the other animals learn in the jungle grapevine that the warthogs are going to enter the grand parade, they're horrified. Look at us, they say in dismay. Those awful warthogs will win every prize, and it will be a complete disaster. They try making fake markings out of sticks and grass and colored mud, but it all washes off in the evening downpour. Look at the mess. Wow. The warthogs parade along the riverbank in their newfound finery. You stole our markings, yelled the other animals. Give them back. They're not your markings, they're ours, snort the warthogs. They fell from the sky, and now we're the most beautiful animals in the jungle. They belong to us, growled the other animals, and if you don't give them back before the grand parade, we'll come take them. Poor Nagiri, what has he done? The wild African moon comes up, and the jungle drums beat out again across the savannah. Boom, 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 boom. It's still dark as Nagiri creeps over to where the other animals are sleeping. He breathes a sigh of relief to see the stunning spots and striking stripes, impressive horns and curly trunks, graceful necks and gorgeous plumage, and then the animals stir and sit up. The markings are on the wrong animals. It's the warthogs who have done this, cried the other animals. They've put a spell on us. They stomp off angrily across the river. Meanwhile, the warthogs are in a terrible state. What's happened to my nose? What's happened to my neck? How can I roll in the mud with all these feathers? I can't run with this long trunk. I'll end up with someone's dinner for sure. The warthogs have become even more like the other animals that they admire so much. They put a spell on us, and they stomp off angrily across the river. What have you done to us, demand the warthogs? What have you done to us, demand the other animals? Everyone's shouting at once. Stop it, said Nagiri Nagumbu in a squeaky voice. It was me. All the animals stop and look at him in amazement. He tells them about the magic drums. I made a wish, 2 wishes in fact, but they went wrong. I wanted you to stop teasing me. I didn't mean for you to start fighting. Why can't you just be happy the way you are? Because we look ridiculous, everyone says together. We want to be the way we were. Well, says Nagiri thoughtfully, if you'd be happier that way, I suppose I could try making one more wish. For the 3rd time, the sound of jungle drums echoes through the still night air. Boom, 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 boom. As the sun rises over the rim of the world, the warthogs and other animals wake to look around with relief. They're all back to normal. But Nagiri Nagumbu sighs. After all that trouble, he's still exactly the same, the smallest warthog in all of Africa. But something has changed, though. No one's teasing him anymore. The bigger warthogs and the other animals look at Nagiri and then look at each other and they shrug. So So what if he's the smallest? Someone has to be. That evening, the grand parade goes ahead as usual. The other animals live across the river. They show off their stunning spots and striking stripes, impressive horns and curly trunks, graceful necks and gorgeous plumage. The warthogs clap and cheer, hooray! Then the warthogs put on a mud wrestling display, including a very clever mud pyramid with a mud fountain. And the other animals clap and cheer, hooray! Then the Yuri does a drum solo, but is very careful not to wish for anything, just in case. And everyone claps and cheers, hooray! And the night is a roaring success. The end. Okay, my friends, that's it for this week. Story time is over, wave goodbye. Story time is over, wave goodbye. Though it seems like we've just begun, we'll be back for more fun. Story time is over, wave goodbye. I'll see you guys next week, okay? Bye-bye.